congratulations to Dingle first off for retaining his championship at Backlash. Well done to you, sir. Bravo. I didn't get a promo from you. You are a piece of shit just like Johnson before you. Moving on. I didn't do any videos last week, so I'm back in the groove of things now. Yeah, I didn't know last week. Deal with it. Let's start with Monday Night Raw, shall we? We'll start with Roman Reigns. First, I want to give a quick fuck you to Corey Graves for mentioning, this is a quote, typical United Kingdom reception for Roman Reigns when he's getting booed out of the fucking building like he is in every single fucking arena he goes into because no one fucking likes him. So fuck you, Corey. You get to a point where you've got to accept that no one likes Roman Reigns and you've got to stop trying to say otherwise. One thing I will say about Corey Graves, he did an interview with Sam Roberts on his podcast. So I enjoyed the podcast. It was really. I don't listen to the Sam Roberts top 5 shit because I can't deal with the man's voice too long. But his interviews are usually pretty good. And Corey Graves says that when the crowd are reacting in a certain way, the commentators have still got to portray the story that they're trying to tell, that the company's trying to put forth. Like basically, the crowd are booing Roman, but they've got to try and push Roman as a good guy. They should cheer him, which is fine. But when, you know, you're saying, oh, this is just the opinion of 8,000 people in the arena, or however many people are in the fucking average arena, I don't know, as opposed to all the millions that are watching at home. But when you are touring around the country and the world, and the same reaction is given to Roman Reigns by everywhere you go, then you must at some point fold and accept that Roman Reigns is very disliked. And the narrative you should be pushing forward is that, yeah, Roman Reigns is disliked by pretty much everybody. But anyway, Roman Reigns had a promo, and he mentioned that he got screwed this week by Jinder, which makes a change from usually getting screwed by the company, which was fucking absolute ridiculousness. The narrative that's being pushed is the fact that Roman Reigns is getting screwed by Vince and the company. It's absolute fucking bullshit. Absolutely dog shit. I've got no time for it at all. The writing staff need to have a fucking simultaneously. They need to have a sit down. They need to have a word with themselves and a look at themselves and fucking sort this shit out. Anyway, after the promo, Kurt comes out and says, "You're not getting what you want." I forget what he says. Anyway, Kurt comes out and shuts Strowman down basically, and then backstage Roman beats the shit out of Jinder for a bit. There you go. Seth vs KO. Seth Rollins once again. Awesome match with Kevin Owens. Retains his title. Seth is the fucking man. Seth is the MVP of this goddamn show. He is the MVP of Monday Night Raw. It is Monday Night Rollins. He's the main event. You should put his face fucking everywhere. He should be your champion of the show. Fuck Brock Lesnar. I'm completely behind Seth Rollins. He's the man. And one thing I will say is I wish they would spend... one thing I'll say is Brock Lesnar on one side, he's never there, never defends his title, which is ironic because in the next segment you got Nia Jax who mentions she's got an obligatory title defence, yet Brock isn't even there and no one's even got a whisper about being in the next challenger for the Universal Championship. So you got the Brock on one side on that scale, and on the other side you got Seth Rollins who defends his title week in and week out. I understand what they're trying to do. You know, they are trying to take a shot at Brock Lesnar for not being there, not defending his title, and Seth's there, we're doing it week in and week out. But just to build up the prestige of the title, you need to have number one contendership matches that are, you know, to get a title shot needs to be a bit grueling, you know. I'm not saying that Seth doesn't need to be there week in and week out. I still want to see Seth wrestle every week, but decrease the amount of title. You can't just chuck a title match out to anybody. If you want to build the title's prestige, yes, you can do an open challenge for a little while. Once you've beat a good few people, then you can say, right, now you've got to fight amongst yourselves. Who's now worthy to become my number one contender? So I hope I'm enjoying these open challenges, but I hope they don't last too long before they just sort of rein in a little bit, have a more structured, not a blatant ranking system, but you know, this is a number one contender, and do it that way. Start, refresh it. But yeah, Seth Rollins at the minute is the absolute man. Right, the next thing that I want to go on about a little bit, I'm going to do these in, I think, the biggest talking points of the show, so I'm not going to go through every little segment because I have just done that in a previous video that was 30 minutes long, so I'm going to try and hopefully half that. Nia and Ronda were at some sort of awards show or fucking something, whatever it was, and basically Nia Jax challenges Ronda to challenge her for a Raw Women's Championship. What the fuck? What the absolute fuck are they doing? Man, I don't know how to put in words my frustration around Ronda. I really don't. I kind of at this point wish she hadn't even bothered signing, because she's not the best wrestler on it. She's not an amazing, mind-blowingly good wrestler. They've claimed that this is Ronda's life now. This is what she does. Yet we've not seen. She's not been in a match on Monday Night Raw or anywhere since WrestleMania. She has not been on Monday Night Raw for the past 2 weeks or so. And this is her life, and this is what she's committed to do. And now she just gifted a women's title match. And you've got fucking however many 10 plus women on the roster that should be considered for the title. I don't know how to word it. I really don't. It's absolutely fucking bullshit. I don't like it at all. They're using Ronda wrong. Ronda needs to be in a rivalry where she can work. I understand that you might not want to. I understand that you might not want to lose the allure of Ronda Rousey being in an actual match, but when she's not even on the fucking show for a couple of weeks on the trot, it's fucking laughable. I want to see Ronda giving us some good matches. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see another attraction superstar like Brock. I don't want to see another attraction. I want to see someone who's there week in and week out and giving us another good wrestler who's giving us good matches. That's what I want to see. And yeah, if she can bring out her star power and name to that as well, to bring other fans, that's fucking brilliant. That's cool. But I want to see good matches. That's all I want to say. And a good story. And there's still things that Ronda does still that irritate me. I mean, in the interview, in this segment, she seemed brilliant. It seemed good. She seemed natural. It seemed perfect. Like, I don't perfect, a bit too far, but it seemed right. But when she's in the ring in front of a crowd, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem natural at all. So that's why she needs to be in front of a crowd, learning and getting used to it, because that's the only way you're going to get better, as the whole world knows. Practice and perfect and all that bollocks. Next we had Bobby Roode, Naomi Jose and Baron Corbin in a triple threat match for the Money in the Bank qualifying. Bobby Roode got the win, beating Naomi Jose, which I think is the right choice, because Naomi Jose is an absolute piece of shit. I can't wait till he's left the company. He's a fucking waste of space. He isn't going to get used right, and he doesn't deserve to be, because I don't like him. Match itself was pretty good, to be fair. Naomi Jose didn't really do a great deal. But Bobby Roode's in the Money in the Bank match. Excuse me. Well, the B team are born. The B team consists of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. They've come together to form their own team now because they're sick of being lackeys. And they compete later on in the night against Fandango. The match itself was pretty good, and the B team get the first win as the B team. And yeah, it was all right. And later on in the show, we see the Deleted of Worlds, who I don't really like as a team, squash the Revival, who I really like as a team, in about 4 minutes or so. But there's a little shot where you see the B team backstage taking notes about the Deleters of Worlds. So there you go. That's the tag division at the minute. I mean, the best team they've got, the Revival, are getting jobbed out in 5 minutes. The Deleters of Worlds, and also the Pain we've not seen for about 3 weeks. So fuck knows what they're doing. Is one of them injured? I don't know. We've not seen it for like 3 weeks or so. And we have a 6-woman tag. Match was pretty good. I did enjoy it. Natalia got the win over Liv Morgan, tapping her out. I do feel that the Ruby Riott team should have won here, if I'm honest with you. I think when you get a 3 who are a constant team taking on 3 people who are not a team, and the people who are not a team win, it doesn't really make any sense. to me. And to keep Ruby Riot's momentum going. Because like if Natalya would have lost, it's not going to hurt Natalya at all. Or, you know, Sasha or anybody really. But Ruby Riot had done fuck well on SmackDown. She's come to Raw and she seems to be doing a little bit of something. And keep her wins going, keep knocking them in. And the Raw women's division, apart from Nia Jax, I dislike with a passion, is pretty hot. You know, can't really judge Ronda in the ring because I've only seen one fucking match of hers. After being signed since January, I think the Royal Rumble time she got signed, I believe. Or she'd been signed before that, but announced, should we say? And since that announcement, we've seen her in one match in that 6-month period. We've seen one fucking match. I'm not going to go on about it too much. It pisses me off. We have Bayley and Sasha backstage. Noteworthy because I don't know what the fuck's happened to this rivalry, this feud, this friendship, whatever you want to call it. Basically, Bayley's got a match later on, and Sasha wished her good luck, and Bayley thanked her. And I don't have a fucking clue what is going on with this team, with these two, with what could have been the best women's feud of 2018. It still could be, but they've got a lot of salvaging to do. Salvaging? They've got a lot of work to do, put it that way, to make it what it could be. Then Sami Zayn promo, talking about Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley giving him vertigo. Sami Zayn has invited Bobby Lashley's sisters to Raw next week. Could be interesting. I'm looking forward to a Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn feud match. That should be pretty good, so tick some boxes for me. The triple threat we spoke of earlier, Bayley takes on Alexa and Mickie James. Alexa gets the win, pins Bayley as it happens. And the match was pretty good, I did enjoy it. There's a lot of double teaming on Bayley, which makes sense because Mickie James and Alexa basically been buddies and friends for about 3 weeks, 3 months or however long it's been. So they teamed up on Bayley and it was a pretty good match. Excuse me, what? And now a really random pairing, Braun Strowman and Finn Balor take on Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. The match itself was pretty good, I enjoyed that, but the best thing about this match was Braun and Drew, the squaring up before the match. And as a side note, they build Drew as 6'5" and Braun Strowman is 7 foot. Is Braun Strowman bollocks 7 foot tall? Is he fuck? Braun is probably 6'7", 6'8" at a fucking push because him and McIntyre, who was built at 6'5", were there was just probably that much difference between them, just about that probably. But they built it up enough. Like you wanted to see Braun and Drew, but they didn't. They gave it to you a little bit, just enough. And you didn't really get much of a one-on-one between the two, but they interacted enough for me to tease you for when it does happen. Because they didn't just throw it away in this tag match, which they could have done and have done before with this kind of thing. And a good match, really enjoyed it. Dolph and Drew got the win, and as the outside, that running tackle thing that Braun does, it took Drew right out, and Drew fucking landed and rolled into Braun's trophy thing, and it smashed to pieces, so he's fucked his trophy. And he lost the match. So we had a pretty bad night. But I've got a lot of time for Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre's absolute money. I think he could be an absolute top heel, and it wouldn't take long, and it wouldn't be hard for him to transition into being heel to being top babyface, if you ask me. Perfect modern day anti-heel sort of scenario. I think would be absolutely perfect. For me, as soon as I would have Drew beat Brock Lesnar for that Universal title. I don't know what you do with I don't know what you would do with Dolph, because I think after a while I think Dolph will do nothing but hold Drew back. But yeah, Drew's a man. Drew is money. Drew will main event WrestleMania within 3 years. I fucking guarantee it. He should do anyway. He would do if I was running that fucking company. I'll tell you that right now. Main event, triple threat. Bobby Lashley takes on Kevin Owens, who replaces Jinder because Jinder's been speared when he was walking to the ring by Roman Reigns through some like a fake door or whatever it was, but it looked pretty cool. And Elias, the match I really enjoyed this match. A lot of time for Bobby Lashley, as I mentioned before. Bobby Lashley looked on point. He looked fucking excellent. Elias looked good as well. And Kevin Owens, obviously we saw him earlier. Kevin Owens was obviously also awesome. And Bobby Lashley gets attacked by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn gives Bobby Lashley the hula kick, whatever it's fucking called, to the outside. So Lashley's taken out. Kevin Owens, and then Sami Zayn's, cheering on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens hits the bullfrog splash, which JBL dubbed it, which no one else seems to have taken on board, but I really like that name, so that's what I'm going to call it, the bullfrog splash. And gets pinned on Elias, 1, 2, 3. So Kevin Owens is going to Money in the Bank. And that was Raw. That wasn't all of Raw, but they were the main talking points. And if I go through all of it, like I did in the last recording, it's going to last half an hour, which is, no one's going to watch that. So that was Raw. I did enjoy it. Nia and Ronda pisses me off a little bit, a lot actually. The Revival getting squashed in 4 minutes makes me a bit sad. Makes me a lot sad actually. Drew McIntyre. Oh, got a lot of time for him. Seth Rollins, obviously an awesome match with Kevin Owens at the start of the show. They've got some fucking talent on that roster. Please use it right. That's all I ask. Don't waste it. That was Monday Night Raw. Hope you enjoyed it. To be fair, certainly did. It was a pretty good wrestling show, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for SmackDown. Goodbye.